Good evening, folks. We are still talking about resizing images for Mid-Cheshire camera competitions. This time I'm just going to show you how we resize an image in Photoshop as opposed to Lightroom. So here we have an image. It could be, this is any old image, this is just an image of an Ed. We haven't got any layers, but let's say for argument's sake we did have. Just move me up. So I'm just going to put an exposure layer in there, and that's it. Computer's on a bit of a go slow. Put a curves layer in there as well. So let's say we've done some adjustments. We've got our finished image. You've got a couple of options. You can go to layer and flatten it, and this flatten your original layer, or you can save this layer with all its layers by going to save a copy. Finding somewhere where you want to save it, give it a name. I save all my images, Photoshop images, as TIFFs. Make sure the box with layers is ticked, and you make sure that the MCCC profile is also ticked. Put it in a folder if you wish to do so, and press save. Then what you would do is you would go to image, duplicate image. This could be, you could give this your competition name, so we could go _Ed with the rope, and click that. There's our duplicated image, Ed with the rope, and then we can go to layer, flatten image, just get the one layer now, which is the background, and now we're in a position where we are ready to export this image as a JPEG. All we would need to do now is go to the file menu, go down to export, and go to export as. You get this dialog box coming up. The format is going to be JPEG. Quality, I would say use great or excellent. Now, image size. This is a portrait image, so we are not interested in the width. We're only interested in the height. Height has to be no more than 1050 pixels. And if you just click outside the box, it gives us automatically what the width's going to be. If that width was to stretch past the 1050, then we would have a problem, but then it wouldn't be a portrait image. So the height on a portrait image can't be any more than 1050. If this was a square image, I would probably put 1050 in there as well, but I would imagine Photoshop would recognize that it's a perfect square and would give you 1050 in the width here. But just to remember, when you're dealing with portrait or square images, go straight to the height and add in 1050. You can forget scaling because that's done automatically. I would leave the resample to bicubic automatic. Leave the canvas size as it is because it's reflecting the image size. In terms of metadata, I would click on none, and then in color space, tick convert to sRGB and tick embed color profile. It embeds the sRGB color profile in the image, so when you send the image into Ray Hill, his software will pick up the fact that the image has an sRGB color profile. And then all you need to do is click export at the bottom, and it goes away and does its business. It's asking, where do I want to send it? Where do I want to save it? Well, I'm going to save it in a folder called test. It's automatically come up with the same name. It's given me 1_Edward the rope. I like that, so I'm going to press save. If I bring that box back up again, we can do a quick dimensions check. So there's the image that I saved. It's a JPEG. It's not very big, it's only 462 kilobytes. The width dimensions are 750, which we thought it would be, and the height dimensions are 1050. So that is perfect. In terms of, get rid of that one now. In terms of landscape images. So here we have a landscape image of two dancers. We want to do the same. Now I'm going to pretend that I've already prepped this image. I've just been left with the background image. I'm going to go to File, Export, Export As. I'm going to change, ensure it's a JPEG format. I'm going to change the good to great. I'm going to change the image width this time to 1400. And then I'm going to change the height, because you notice it's given me 1120. 1120 is greater than 1050, and our height of our images cannot be any higher than 1050. So I've got to put 1050 in there. And then click outside the box. What it's done then, to compensate for the 1050 height, it's reduced the 1400 to 1330. It's done that automatically. Forget scale, just to make sure bicubic automatically selected. You can forget the canvas size, as I've said before, it reflects, in this case it reflects the image size. Click None on metadata. You want to tick Convert to sRGB and tick Embed Color Profile into the photograph. It just needs to do a little update, and then all you need to do is press Export. Now you can see our previous image, Ed with the rope. This time it's asking for, or as it was before, it's asking for me to name the file. But because I didn't duplicate the image and give it a name, it's come up with the file name. So I'm just going to name it this time 2_24 Tango. Ooh. There we go, it's got it right. 2 for Tango. I'm happy that I'm saving it in the right place on that test folder. Press save. Goes away and does its stuff. I'm having a look at the folder now. So there's our red photograph. There's our 2 for Tango. And as you can see, it's saved as a JPEG. It's a little bit bigger this time. It's 1330 width and 1050 height. So that's it. That is how you export images with the sRGB color profile with the correct pixel sizes for NCCC competitions from Photoshop. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Hope that helps for you. Bye for now.